Now, y'all know me, so I'm the type of person or gamer that pretty much likes to build, use creativity, and succeed off of that. If you watch my prior Gears video, same thing with Tainted Grail, but today we have a new strategy game that we're tackling, and it's called Mech Armada. This is a little bit different than what we've been playing in the past, but the reason why I basically wanted to start this game is because, again, like, the creativity is unlimited, the builds are unlimited, and once you get the hang of understanding the enemy types, how they move, how they attack, and then also the mechs that you create, which weapons kill enemies quicker, how to move certain mechs to traverse through the different stages or areas of a map quickly to get what you need. This is what this video is all about. All right, so before we even jump in, I'm gonna show you guys my stats of so far what I got going on. So I've done a total of 34 runs. I've won 139 battles. Swarm is the enemy type. I've killed 588. Mechs are the mechs that you create, so they're basically your allies to help kill the enemies. The Swarm has killed or destroyed 428. Not too proud of that. Unique parts spawn 1,229. Damage given 5,705. Damage taken 2,680, that's not bad considering for only 34 runs. Whoops. And then energy recharge, which I'll get into that. Energy spent, credits collected, credits spent, as you see, and then expansions developed. So 12 different expansions so far that I've created with different mech parts. All right, so that's just a little bit about what I got going on here. So we're just going to jump in. This is the basics, where this is an introductory video of Mech Armada. So we'll be tackling this as our strategy game. So jumping in, as you see, right after you click new run, obviously you have the tutorial to do, but I've already done the tutorial. So this is pretty much the battlefield. As you can see, this is my only mech that I have on the field, Mech 1. 5 out of 5 for the heart, that means life. I have 0 armor, and then the arrows pointing in each direction means how many I can move two places, right? And then after I move, after an action, meaning like after I attack, I can still move. So this is what this kind of mech is. I'm not going to go into the upgrading and the development parts and all that quite yet. Right now, this is just an introductory of the battlefield. Probably in my next video or two, then we'll get more in depth. But again, this is just starting out. I'm explaining, and then as I explain, we'll move on and we'll keep it pushing. All right. So you could scroll over here and look at the enemy types, and this is as far as you can go, as I can go on this map. I'm going all the way over. So the enemy types, I only see 3 of them, which is a good habit to check always. You can do all this before you move. Alright, so the enemy type is a troll. As you see that it has 4 life, 0 armor. The one with the arrows pointing in each direction means that it can move 1 spot. Alright, so it can go here, and I think it can move diagonal too. Alright, just once. The fist means that's the attack animation or the attack illustration of so this way you know what enemy is going to attack you. And then the 4 with the little like asterisk bomb thingy, that means how much damage it can do. And then lastly, the little like scope with the 1 to the far bottom right, that basically explains or is just saying that that's where the enemy can attack only 1 square or 1 space. All right, so let's go ahead and start. This is meta energy. I definitely recommend, especially starting out early, you want to collect this. Even if you know you're going to lose, you want to collect this because this is beneficial for future runs. All right, so I'm just going to start moving and I'm explaining as we go along. So this game is basically roguelite. meaning that, you know, at the beginning it's sort of like Tainted Grail. You know, you know how that game was about deck building. This is more so you want to be building parts and be building different creations to deal with the enemy types, to create better mechs, etc. All right. So as you see, I just moved. So if I click on my mech, right, see at the bottom it says actions and it's X. So if I press X, right, see it highlights actions. Then I press A, and then it creates like basically the radius of where I can attack. And if I click on this enemy, as you can see, it lets me attack. So I can shoot through this barricade, but I'll have to move over it once in order to shoot it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So just press A. And I saw it was gonna do 0 out of 4 damage. So, I mean, not 0 out of 4. It was gonna basically kill him. But you saw the 0 out of 4 on his life, which I'll explain it again if it pops back up. I said, this is kind of like a slow pace, you know. Take your time, get used to the mechanics before you start going crazy with the builds. Everything's stepping stones. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack that. You saw, and then now you see I have another mech I can spawn. So to spawn that second mech, I can go down to spawn, and then it gives me the radius of where I can spawn that mech at. So I want to spawn them on the energy pie. As you see in the bottom right corner, I have 12 energy left, and it basically, after every turn, I take 3 away from that. And then energy, as I'll explain probably after this battle, it basically goes to developing mechs, or, you know, creating better mechs. So again, we're not going to really get into that too much right now, but for now I just want to build up my energy. So I could end this right now with this mech. See, 0 out of 4. That's what I was trying to say earlier. That means he'll basically die, but I don't want to kill him yet because I still want to get more energy. So I'm gonna take a step back. So if I would have killed him, I wouldn't have been able to get no more energy, right? So it looks like he's gonna. So the fist, like I said, that means he's basically about to attack this mech, or the enemy type is gonna mech. The troll's gonna attack this mech. Now what I could do is I could go ahead and shoot and destroy it. It will take me off, but because, you know, I'm just explaining this, I don't want to use this mech here. Usually what I would do is maybe back up, take the hit, so this way I can get more energy. But because, you know, again, we're just explaining, I just want to get this battle over with, take the 3 energy, and then I'll get out. All right. So this is every time you win a battery. Every time that you win a battle, you'll receive rewards. All right. So the 4 right there that you see, that's how much battery that I ended up getting. For that, I gained 3 battery. That carries over, and then on the far right is where the 5 is. That's for developing parts. You could develop a body, you could develop transport, and you could develop weapons, which again probably won't really be getting into much of that in this video, but definitely in the next video. Again, we're just focusing on just trying to win safely and getting through the first area if possible. All right. So I'll hit OK, and this is like the map to see the direction of where you want to go, right? So I highly recommend starting out early. You want to get this meta energy as much as possible, like I said. So I can only go forward here, and then after I go forward, then I'll explain my next move. But as you see, like, these are the 2 bosses here. So basically you choose a path on which way you want to go to get to this boss. Once the battle of the boss has been defeated, then you'll proceed over to the next set of enemy types and new, you know, map traversal type, which is laid out the same way. All right. So this is about surviving 5 turns. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. Again, I don't really recommend spawning too many mechs early. The goal is to basically, you want to build up as many parts as you can. Build up as many battery and meta energy as you can. That's why I was saying that meta energy is so important. And then also, so this is the battlefield. If you press LB, it'll show mechs. And basically, this is where you can transform your mechs. You can move your mechs. See? You can move them over. Again, I'm not going to really get into that right now. We'll probably just be playing with the base mechs for now. This is upgrades, so as you continue your runs, you can upgrade which weapons, which I probably will do that on this just to make it a little easier. You can upgrade your transport. As you can see, the health goes from 3 to 6. Once per turn, refunds 1 action, 1 movement after an action, which is decent. And then this is, you can upgrade the weapons for damage. And then this is a basic body part. All right, engineering. So this is basically where you develop transport, develop body, develop weapons. All right. As you can see in the top corner at the left, the 15 with the black looking like book with the spikes on it, that means how much engineering parts that I can use. All right. So let's just develop a weapon just for say, right? See, it took 13 away. All right. And then you have to choose a part. You can't go back. When you choose to develop a body, develop transport, or develop a weapon, you have to choose one. It doesn't let you recycle, which is kind of corny. Sometimes you'll get a bad hand and you're just like, wow. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get a sniper just because. All right, I believe that. Again, this is the campaign map basically of you traversing throughout the whole level. All right, upgrades. So what I'm gonna do is, since I got the part, right? Click on the mech, hold X or tap X, transform, and I'm just gonna put a sniper on it for more damage. All right, and then you press Y to transform it. That basically will transform the mech. And also what I like to do, and again, I'm just explaining, like I said, I'll throw out little tips. I'm not a huge fan of this mech type with the let me see if I can figure out what it is. The mini tracks, as you can see, it can only move 2. It moves further down the road, but it can't use rough tiles. The walker can. So I usually put the walker on for this, and then I'll go ahead and change the gun to putting that on, right? And then spawn that. All right. I spawn that right there. And that's how you basically edit a mech and then spawn it. All right. So as you can see, this is the engineering parts, which is the available. We're gonna go ahead and jump to battlefield again. You can look at the enemy types. It looks like it's just Strohs again. This is surviving for 5 turns, so enemies are gonna keep spawning until we actually finish out the battle. All right, after the 5 turns are up. So go ahead and press Y, start the battle. Now again, like I said, the first thing you want to do, anytime there's meta energy, you want to go ahead and rush and try to get that as quick as possible, because the enemy can take that from you and then you won't get it. So it's definitely worth losing a mech 4 over in the beginning to gain that meta energy, because meta energy basically carries over for each of your runs. All right, see though, here's a new enemy type called a wimp. So pretty much it gains +4 armor after being attacked. It can attack, it moves 2 spaces, and it can attack from a 1 tile is what they call them, space. All right, and it does 5 damage. You see the 5, right? So I want to go ahead and start getting some battery here. Again, you want to at least try to keep 1 mech back, because again, this is surviving for 4 turns. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Get as much energy as we can. It lets me know that I have the action available that I'm not going to use. Right? So there's still 9 on there, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll go ahead and shoot because I know I can back up. All right, saw that was my sniper. So I'll go ahead and back up. Now what I could do here is, maybe I can't do that. Okay, I could take this enemy. Then if I want to, I could spawn, which I'll show you guys. Because I know he's gonna die. Now what I can do is spawn another mech on the battery, so that way I'll get more energy. As you saw, I got 3 energy on that. Even though I know that was gonna kill me. That's gonna kill me too. I just wanted to get energy, and I'm probably gonna do the same thing. Just shoot for the heck of it. Kill one of them. Got action available, but I don't want to move them because, again, I'm just trying to survive 5 turns. Alright, so he can attack me from there, so let's back up. And I just basically have to survive this turn out. Press Y. Y is to end your turn, basically. And that's that. Survive for 5 turns. So I ended up getting 4 energy out of that. And I got 5 engineering parts, is what we're going to call it. Alright, so now the path is a little interesting here. I definitely recommend going for this boss at the beginning, because I feel as though this boss is easier than this boss to start out. That's just my opinion. So that's the path I'm going to end up taking. Again, like I said, I'm going for the meta energy, so I'm going here. And then we'll go ahead and battle this. Press A. Alright, and this is the battlefield here. Just looks like it's 2 of these crawlers. So as you can see, they have 10 health. They can attack 3 tiles in a row. They can move 2 spaces. They have 0 armor, and they do 6 damage. So you got to be careful with these enemies types, because you see my mechs pretty much have 5 life. So if I get hit with this enemy type, I'm dead. Alright, so because I know that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do, let's see what we got here first of all before I develop another. I'm just going to upgrade my sniper. See, now it does 10 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. Don't want to use all of my... You want to be smart on how you use your engineering parts. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this so it can do more damage as well. And then before you jump into the battle, you want to go to your mechs. Press A. And then you want to apply the upgrade. X. This is the one thing I'll say about the UI is very tricky to try to get a hang of. So you got to just take time with it. All right. See, that uses some of my battery. So I had 14, I think, or 15 at the top. But now I got 11. That's my battery. Let's look back at the battlefield. All right. So we got this over here. We got this here. And I want to get this meta energy. So we'll go ahead and spawn a mech here. So that this way they can have a straight path on trying to just go and get that. And I'm going to go ahead and apply my upgrade. Alright. And then press Y to start the battle. First thing I want to do is I'm going to go right for that meta energy. Then I'm going to try to get some energy here as well. Alright. See, I got all walkers. That's why I upgraded my sniper. Let's look at that. 1 hit. And another great thing about this game is you can undo your turn. So, as you see, only you can undo moves that you, like, not actions, but you can undo, like, movement, right? But only, like, literally, like, undo after you just did it. So, I see that this enemy can attack me from there, so I can hold B, undo move, and it'll put me right back here again. Alright. Now I know this is 1 enemy type left. I can go ahead and try to work my way around here and get that the energy. And then, yeah, I guess I can just try to basically have him chase me. This looks like the only enemy that's left. So I got 12 energy here and I got 6 there. So I'm gonna basically try to have him lap me. go around like in a square like that, just so I can get more energy. All right, that's something that I just started picking up on doing. I definitely recommend doing that. Again, I'm not going to cram too much into this. All right, so that will kill him, so I don't want to do that. See, he can attack me from there, so I want to just go around. I'm going to push him back. And then we'll just basically see what he does. The enemy type. Alright. We still can't do anything from there. So I basically got him chasing me, which I wanted. Give me some extra turns to get some energy. Keep going. And again, this is why I like the walker. So I definitely highly recommend changing the legs from the mini tracks to the walker, because it covers more distance. Alright, so he's gonna try to, he actually can kill me. So let me go ahead and hold B, see if we can figure out maybe another plan here, which I don't know if I can. I probably just attack him. Oh, that's gonna kill him. Alright, whatever. I didn't think that was gonna kill him, but I forgot I upgraded that gun. So alright, we still got energy off of that, so that's what's up. Alright, let's go ahead. Next battle, A. And again, I always advise looking at the battlefields, going all the way over. Again, you can, you know, I love how it gives you a layout of what's going on before you jump in. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade. Since I only got 10 battery, I'm gonna just upgrade the mini walker. So that's on all my mechs because that's what I'm using. So you upgrade, when you upgrade it, upgrades on each one that has it. And again, pay attention to your battery. That's why I did that, because I'm like, I already knew. So I can move my, you can only move left or right at the beginning. So I like to keep them all together for this enemy types, and it looks like we have new enemy types here. So we got the Wrecker. This it has 16 life, no armor. It attacks from 1 space, but it can move 2 spaces. Alright, and it does 8 damage. And then this is a Hornet. It can fly over tiles and units, so definitely pay attention. There are enemies that can fly over stuff and it can attack you. Luckily this enemy type only has 6 life, so usually I can probably kill that in 1 hit. It can move 2 spaces, 1, 2, and then it can attack from 2 spaces. So you know, if you're within 4 spaces of this enemy, you can be attacked. Alright, so just something to be cautious of. So I'm gonna move these mechs over because I like to keep them all together, especially when I'm dealing with enemy types like these. Alright, and again, like I said, the first goal is to get that meta energy. Whatever you do, get the meta energy to start out. So I'm gonna just go ahead and grab it, even though I know I'm probably gonna end up dying. I'm gonna lose this mech. Now I can go for this the Wrecker, or I could go for the Hornet. I'm gonna just go for the Hornet. Just get that enemy type out, and then knock it back up. Shoot my sniper, and then I'll shoot that. And that enemy type is done. Just like that. Alright? So let's go ahead and move over. Let's start pushing the pace here a little bit. We're going to try to get on this battery. Energy. I keep saying battery. It looks like a battery. Trying to see if I can get to it safely to get, you know, some kind of energy, and then just defeat this last enemy type. Yeah, he's on it now. So because you did that, now I'm just gonna end up going for the kill. So I upgraded my sniper so it can do more damage. It does 10. And then use my second walker to finish the job off. Alright. Cool. So again, I could go for the energy, but I'm going for the meta. So this is a trap tile, as you can see. It places traps. use again to remove. Place the strap tiles, even if occupy, use again. Not really familiar with this quite yet, but I'll grab it just for the heck of it. And that's something I'll definitely experiment with. Right? So we I could basically, let's see if we can go to mechs. Maybe edit this mech. Let's see if I put the strap tile down on it. Oh, see, look. Oh, that's a sniper. Hold on. So as you can see, like, I only have 5 energy to spawn this kind of mech. It costs 9. So I can't do that. Right? So we might have to just try to fight this boss with what we got here. Yeah. So let's go to campaign. Back to campaign. Go to the boss. Battlefield. Alright. So we got trolls, 2 of them. That's why they have 8 life, because they're both 4. They both usually have 4 life. We got a wrecker, which I explained. A wrecker, and then the boss is a Goliath. Basically can attack 2 tiles. It from 1 space. It moves 1 space. It has 50 life, no armor, and is resistant to debuffs. Alright? Which I'll explain that another time. I'm not going to go into that. Alright? So let's go ahead, and I can't do anything, so I'll go ahead and move my mech all the way over here. Try to get this meta energy. Like I said, that's always the goal. I'm going to move all of my mechs, actually. Except for this one, I'm going to move him here, because I'm going to try to get some energy here. Alright? So we're going to jump right out. Rush for that energy. And we're going to try to get that meta energy as well. Alright? Let's see if we can do this. Cool. Good start so far. Grab that. Alright. Now I can't do anything, so this mech is going to probably die. See if I can, okay, I can't shoot nothing yet. Oh, I can. Oh, he's gonna attack me. Okay, it's fine. See, that's why I did that, so I can just, because I knew I had an extra move to back up. I don't think I can do nothing here. Oh, I can. All right. So I can take a step up, shoot him. But I only have, oh, I can move after action, so I can go ahead and do that. Alright, step back again, so this way I can't get attacked. Make sure you're on the energy after your turn is up, so that way you get the credit for it. Alright, so he just destroyed one of my mechs, which is cool. I knew that was going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn another mech. Let's go ahead and should defeat this enemy here. Huh? I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot him. And I'm gonna stay on, or I could go back. I was gonna say I could stay on the energy just so I can get 3 more, give me 5, but I'm probably gonna step back. Because again, we're getting down to the last bit of enemies, and I want to have all of my mechs alive to be able to, you know, have a chance here. All right. Sorry, that was my bad. All right, so he's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this boss here. The sniper is crazy. Alright, see? That's why I said get the walker legs, because you can move after you do an action. So I'm not even worried about the energy here, because you see the boss is literally on it and he's standing on it now. So I'm going to keep shooting at him, do more damage, see if we can get him out. Done. Let's get on that energy. That's why you You upgrade one. That's what I'm saying. You see the cost of my mechs. They don't cost much. You just upgrade, you know, just enough where you're not using all your resources, and then you defeat the enemies and you call it. And that was the first stage campaign. As you saw what I got out of there. So this is an expansion to develop. You can, I usually like to get this. All mechs recover all their health before the next battle. +1 recharge and energy pods for free. I'm gonna just get this because I like that more. Alright, so these are the new enemy types. We'll go ahead and do this. Probably end up playing this until I end up dying, just to get it so you guys can see. So, alright, this is the path here, or the two paths you can take. As you can see, there's new enemy types. I'm looking for where the meta energy is. So I guess the best path to get there would be going this way. Because I don't see nothing here but a armor gun. Alright, let's see if we can upgrade, because I like to upgrade as soon as I jump in to a new campaign. So I'm going to upgrade the sniper. Put that at... I think it's at 14 damage. And the sniper can shoot from 3 tiles away. It doesn't have to be right in front of the enemy type. Alright? Alright, so as you see, I'm going to go ahead and put this mech up here so I can have a straight path to getting that. And then this is cool here. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the new enemy types we got here. So this is a blob. It has 20 life. It does 7 damage. It can move 2 spaces. It attacks from 1 space. So if you're within 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3, it can attack you. So that's something that took me some time to learn. Even though it says the enemy can only move 1 space or 2 spaces, they still can attack you if you're on that 2nd space. Alright? Splits in 2 when damaged. So you got to be careful to try to kill this enemy when you're already shooting at it. We got some eggs. It basically evolves. As you see, it's at 4, but it will evolve into another enemy type. And we'll explain that when it does. And then we have another blob. Alright? So this is the second part, or the next level of the campaign. I don't know if I'll be able to actually traverse over this. You can rotate the map around if you need to, with the left trigger and the right trigger to go left around and right to look at the map going like this diagonally, or get like just an overview. It's just the right analog stick. So I don't know if I can go over that way to get this energy. So I'm gonna stand here and just see what I can do. And then I'm gonna just go here. I'm gonna go here. Probably have to take this way around. So if I had a transport type, like something that can fly over, I would be able to get that in one, like basically 2 turns. But again, you know, this is just, we're just starting out. We're just explaining. We're not doing nothing too crazy. Alright, so I got the meta energy. We want them to come to us. As you see, they evolved. They turn into, I guess, Scourge larva. I guess that's how you say it. It has 7 life. It evolves again. If it attacks you, it inflicts 3 damage. Can move only 1 space, and it can only attack 1 space. So I want to back up, because I know if I start shooting at this, it's gonna if you don't kill this enemy type in the turn that you start shooting at it, it'll split into 2 enemies. Alright, let me see if I can maybe start attacking. I'm trying to see if I can attack from there. Let's see. Alright. Move him out the way. Does that kill it? But this will. My good old sniper. Boom. Crazy. Crazy work. So yeah, at this point, you know, we're just trying to get the W. So same thing. We're going to start working on this enemy type here. All right. So this enemy's evolved again. Now it's a Scourge. It has 10 life. Inflicts. It says it inflicts 6 damage for 1 turn, but it really inflicts 4. And same thing. It can move 2 spaces and attack from 1 space. All right. Let's get this enemy type out of here. So that 1 sniper shot dropped him down to 6. Just finish him there. So I guess the last enemy types we're just going to let come to us, because I'm not going to be able to get to that energy safely. So I'm going to just do it like this. Just go ahead and kill this. Actually, I could probably just chill here with my sniper. I don't even have to move. So it evolved again. Now it's a Scourge Alpha. Basically, for 2 turns it inflicts 6 damage, but it really inflicts 7. It has 20 life. Same thing, moves 2 spaces, attacks from 1 space. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot him. Get his life low. Take a step back. And then just let him basically come to me. Oh. I'm gonna just let him come to me, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill him. I don't want to lose a mech. So I already know my sniper is doing work. So I'm just gonna stay with that for now. You upgrade 1 gun, basically use that, and then that's basically early success. Alright, so we didn't get too much energy off of that, but we got something. So I'm gonna stick to my path that I said I was gonna get on to get this meta energy, like I said. These 2 boss battle enemies, I guess I recommend this boss because he's kind of easier to evade if I could get to him. I haven't really fought this boss too much, but this boss is more challenging. Alright, just my little advice to you. Alright, so same thing here. So I'm gonna just edit this mech here, and I'm gonna put a sniper on him, just so I can have another mech with a sniper. Or I can't do that. That's cool. So I'm gonna just spawn another mech, put him right here. Alright, and then we're gonna try to work our way to getting this energy, and then we got some more enemy types. Basilisk, I don't know how to say that, but it has 20 life, can attack from 2 spaces. No, it moves 2 spaces, attacks from 1, does 10 damage. All right, 0 armor. Then we have a hound, 8 life. It moves 3 spaces, so you got to be careful, and it attacks from 1. So basically, it can attack you from 4 spaces, and it has 6 damage. All right, so that enemy type you got to be careful about. And I forgot to upgrade something there, which is my bad. Saw it there. Saw the little green arrow. So again, I like to keep everybody together, especially near my sniper, since my sniper right now is my weapon that's doing heavy damage, and I'm just going to work with that. Especially get these enemy types out right here, because it can attack from 3 spaces. But I'm just going to shoot him first. I killed him. All right. Now, hold on. Before I do that, if you're not sure, all right, I'm gonna shoot. There we go. They're both done. Let's grab the meta energy. Let's back up again. All right. So we want everybody again to be kind of close together. Now, if I move here, all right. So let's move back. Undo move. And I'm gonna take a step back. All right. They do their best to try to prevent you from getting energy. That's for sure. Alright. Just back up. Get him out. Alright, let's just go ahead and get on the energy. Get what we can out of it. See if I can attack with these two mechs here. Start doing some damage. And that's that. And I depleted the energy, so that's what's up. So I got all the energy I could out of that. Nice. Alright, same path. Let's keep going. Alright. So first things first, let me upgrade this because I forgot. Or I probably couldn't even do it. Now I can. Alright. Let's go to battlefield. Let's see what we got. All right, so we got a lot going on here. A lot going on. As you see, it's starting to pick up here. All right. So we got the Scourge Larva. I already explained that enemy type. Hatchery. Basically, it spawns a snapper, which is this thing here. It has 6 life, and that's it. No armor. It doesn't move. This is a snapper. It can fly over tiles and units. It does 5 damage. It moves 1 space. Again, but it can fly over tiles and units, and it can attack from 1 space. All right. I think this is a tyrant. I don't think we explained this enemy yet. 6 life, 5 damage. Attacks. It attacks from. It moves 2 spaces. It attacks from 1 space. Then we have a Scourge Egg. Basically, I think it starts spawning this enemy type, and then it evolves into this. And then it evolves into the alpha that you saw in the last battle. Alright, so let's go ahead and just jump in. Alright, let's start trying to get to this meta energy. Like I said, highly recommend. Alright. You know me, I'm going right to that meta. See if I can kill something. I'm gonna just go ahead and destroy. Oh, you know what? I'm actually just destroy this because I know it'll evolve. I was going to actually destroy this hatchery because it keeps spawning these snappers, but I felt like this was more of the issue or the enemy type to kill. Let's see if I can kill it from here. Looks like it'll have 1. Oh no, it worked. All right. Start bringing in my guy around here. And again, this is just 2 different mech types, literally different colors, but they basically have the same thing. You don't need nothing too crazy at the beginning. So now I'm gonna go ahead and destroy that hatchery. All right. Alright, so the eggs are starting to hatch now, as you see. Let's get this out, because I don't want to have to keep dealing with this all day. Alright, and I have something about to attack me here, so go ahead and do that. Let's move up, get some energy. Attack that. Alright. So this is probably going to kill me, but again, we're getting energy. That's the goal. So I mean, these are a problem here, these hatcheries, but as long as we basically keep these enemies back, those you got to go for the enemy types that are more, you know, annoying, or the, you know, like Tainted Girl. You got to go for the enemy types that are more of a nuisance. You get them out of there. All right, should be able to shoot. Let's get some more energy. Keep everybody close over here. Move my other mech over here, my sniper, because we want to deal with this next. Then we'll start taking out the hatcheries. And there's a lot of these that are about to like start evolving, as you can see. Yeah. Up. Alright, just start shooting at them. I don't want them to keep evolving on me. See if we can go this way. Alright. Safe. Alright. Still on the energy. Kill that. Alright, and I'm gonna just go ahead and spawn me another mech. Because I'm on the energy. So I know I'm gonna lose this one, so I might as well spawn another one. Yep. Alright, so once we get these enemy types out of here, we gotta start working on this. Cause this is annoying. They'll keep spawning that enemy type. Just getting him out. Alright, let's get him out. Let's get on the energy and get that last 3. Alright. Can I move over here and be okay? Okay, I can. Oh, man. Yeah. Crap. Alright, awesome. Let's start backing up here. Let's spawn another mech. Alright, something to keep me in the game here for now. Alright, see how things can get really overwhelming very quickly. Start shooting at that. Let's see here. Nope. I'll go ahead and shoot this. Lower that life. Take a step back. That should kill him. Alright. Alright. Everybody's cool. Nobody can take damage. We'll get him out of here next, and then this, and then we'll start working on the hatcheries. Yep. Keep spawning them. Gotta get this enemy done. Step over. Alright. Alright, get out of there. Pull. Alright, now we gotta start figuring out a way to working our way over there. Alright, which... Okay. Maybe this path is the best. I'm probably gonna start working my way down on this way. Use my sniper to just take out everybody for the most part that starts getting close. Just kill that. Get out of there. Just keep doing that. Destroy that. Can I kill this? Yep. Start working our way down here, start getting this energy. Right. Look at this. Just keep coming. I love how this gun can shoot from 2 spaces away. It's literally a game changer. I can basically like let my sniper just pick them up all from up here and work my way down at the same time while I'm pushing these two mechs down. And that's the goal. Right. Go back. Alright. Yeah. It's gonna be hard to get down there with all these hatcheries. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I might have to go back this way and work my way maybe down this way. Yeah, I think that might be the better path. As long as I got my sniper, I might be alright. Yeah, being able to shoot from 3 tiles is crazy. Alright. Literally keep him here. Gotta get on there. I need to get some energy. I don't have no energy. Slowly but surely. Alright, so they're starting to chase my guy over here now. I need my sniper. It's gonna be hard to get there. So I thought by going this way it would have been easier. Really thought. Might be able to now. Might be able to push down this way. I'm trying to get on that. I gotta get on that battery. Oh man, they're starting to swarm my man over here. Oops, not him. I gotta worry about this thing here. Probably come after me. Mess up my run. Messed up, I'm in the corner. Right. want to die. So I had the idea, but the execution just wasn't. Just, you know, it took too long. You know, and then next time, you know, I probably would have, like, you know, made some kind of other transport for the next run or something like that.
Those monsters think they've won.
But that's not bad though.
Next time.
It's not bad. So we won. Total of 70 for the meta energy is what we got out of that. Cool. So that was the first whole campaign. Go back and look at my can I look at my run on that? This is so this menu is real kind of, it's the only thing I really don't like about this. So basically this is like these are where you can use the upgrades for, basically. Start a run, you know, with 19. Start a run with 12 energy, auto recharge, up to 5 after a battle, which is definitely good to have. So I have basically 1,180 mana energy that I can use on this, that I haven't used yet. And I won't use it on this video. I'll say that for the next one. But again, this was just a tutorial demonstration, pretty much, introductory. Not a tutorial for the most part, because the game has a tutorial, but you know me, like the tutorial in my opinion doesn't really explain enough. These are all the parts that I've obtained throughout all of my runs. Again, I will show all this off. Next video, we'll develop more parts, we'll develop more bodies, transport, weapons. You know, this is just the basics of what you can start out with and how you can basically, you know, get through a run without using too much. You know what I'm saying? All right, so other than that, I hope you guys have been enjoying the Flintlock new series that started. Check out chapter 1, the prologue now. Chapter 2 is going to be on the way, and then we'll do some more at Mech Armada. I hope you guys like this video. Definitely comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit me up. Let me know what's up. Let me know what y'all think. All right. Until then, later.